Welcome to English Story Lab. Today we travel to Japan. Meet Maya. She is on holiday and she is traveling alone. She loves trains, maps, and street food. But today, one small mistake almost ruins her plan. Her connecting train is about to leave, and she is standing on the wrong side of a huge, busy station. Can a kind stranger help her in time? Listen, relax, and learn. In this story, you will meet 8 useful travel phrases. I will explain each one clearly. So don't worry about every word. Just follow Maya and enjoy the journey. Let's begin. Our story starts the night before. Maya arrived in Osaka very late. She was tired but happy. She walked into her hotel to check in. To check in means to register when you arrive at a hotel or an airport. The clerk gave her a key card. Maya went to her room and fell asleep in minutes. The next morning, she woke up early and full of energy. Today, she would take a train to Kyoto, an old and beautiful city. She packed her red backpack, drank a quick coffee, and set off. To set off means to begin a journey. Maya set off with a paper map in one hand and a big smile on her face. Osaka Station was enormous. There were people everywhere. Signs pointed in every direction. Some signs were in English, but many were only in Japanese. Maya did not speak much Japanese. Still, she liked to get around by herself. To get around means to travel from place to place in a city or area. Maya believed she could get around any city with a map and a smile. She found a ticket machine and bought a ticket to Kyoto. Platform 6, she read. Train at 9:15. She checked her watch. It was 9 o'clock. Plenty of time, she thought, but Osaka Station had many floors, many exits, and many platforms. Let's pause for a quick language spotlight. So far, Maya has used 3 travel phrases. First, check in. This means to register when you arrive at a hotel or airport. For example, I need to check in before 10. Second, set off. This means to begin a journey. For example, they set off early to beat the traffic. Third, get around. This means to travel from place to place in a city or area. For example, a bike is a great way to get around. Try to notice these phrases again later in the story. Now, back to Maya, because her easy morning is about to change. Maya walked toward platform 6, then she stopped. A sign said, "Platform 6 this way," with an arrow. She followed it. She walked upstairs, down a long hall, and up more stairs. But somehow she ended up at platform 16, not platform 6. To end up means to arrive somewhere you did not plan. Maya ended up far from her train. Her heart jumped. She looked at her watch again. It was 9:08, 7 minutes left. Now she was starting to run late. To run late means to be behind schedule. Maya was running late, and the huge station suddenly felt like a maze. Maya took a deep breath. Stay calm, she told herself. She looked around for help. Near a pillar stood an older man in a brown flat cap. He was reading a newspaper. Maya walked over quickly. "Excuse me," she said. "Platform 6, Kyoto?" The man looked up. He did not speak much English, but he saw her map, her backpack, and her worried face. He understood at once. He smiled kindly. "Ah, Kyoto," he said, and he pointed down the stairs. Then he did something wonderful. He decided to help her out. To help someone out means to give them assistance. This kind stranger, Toshi, would help Maya out when she needed it most. Toshi folded his newspaper. He waved his hand. "Come, come," he said. Maya followed him. They hurried down the stairs together. Toshi moved fast for his age. He kept looking back to look out for Maya in the crowd. To look out for someone means to watch carefully so you can find them or protect them. Toshi looked out for her at every corner. This way, he said again and again. They turned left, then right. Maya's backpack bounced on her shoulders. Her coffee was long gone. She could hear a train announcement over the speakers. The big clock on the wall showed 9:13, only 2 minutes left. Time for our second language spotlight. Maya has now met more travel phrases. First, run late. This means to be behind schedule. For example, sorry, I'm running late for the bus. Second, end up. This means to arrive somewhere you did not plan. For example, we got lost and ended up at the beach. Third, help someone out. This means to give someone assistance. For example, thanks so much for helping me out. And fourth, look out for. This means to watch carefully to find or protect someone. For example, look out for a tall man in a red coat. Great work. Now, will Maya make her train? Let's find out. Toshi and Maya reached the top of the stairs to platform 6. Below them, the train doors were still open, but a warning bell was ringing. Hurry, Toshi said. They ran down the steps together. Maya's legs burned. The bell rang faster. Would she make it? To make it means to arrive or succeed in time. Maya really wanted to make it. Toshi pointed at the nearest open door. Go, go, he said. Maya ran as fast as she could. She jumped through the doors. And 2 seconds later, the doors slid closed behind her. She made it. She had made it onto the train, just in time. Maya turned around, breathing hard. Through the window, she saw Toshi on the platform. He was smiling and waving his cap. Maya pressed her hand against the glass. Thank you, she called, though he could not hear her. The train began to move. Toshi grew smaller and smaller, and then he disappeared. Maya found a seat and sat down. Her heart was still racing. She thought about the kind stranger who had helped her out. Without him, she could easily have ended up alone, sad, and stuck in Osaka. Instead, she was on her way to Kyoto. Sometimes, she thought, a trip is not really about the places. It is about the people who help you along the way. What a morning! Let's recap Maya's story together. She arrived at night and went to check in at her hotel. The next day, she set off for Kyoto. She got lost and ended up on the wrong platform. Soon she was running late. Then a kind man named Toshi helped her out. He looked out for her in the crowd, and she made it onto the train just in time. Now, here are 3 quick questions. 1. Why did Maya feel so worried at the station? 2. How did Toshi help Maya out, even without much English? 3. Have you ever run late for a train, a bus, or a flight? Think about your answers and try to say them out loud in English. Thanks for listening to English Story Lab. Today you learned 8 travel phrases. Check in, set off, get around, run late, end up, help someone out, look out for, and make it. Do you want to keep them forever? Grab our free phrase PDF. The link is in the show notes below. It has every phrase, a simple meaning, and easy examples. Print it out and review it before your next trip. And please don't stop now. In our next episode, Maya arrives in Kyoto, gets lost in a quiet bamboo forest, and meets a very unusual guide. You will not want to miss it. So follow the show and keep learning one story at a time. Safe travels and see you next time.